Hey everyone, it's Lillian with a wonderful Valentine's Day video for you. If you have not gotten your significant other or yourself a gift, if you're single, this is something that you need to make. It's quick and it's easy and it's from the heart. And this is what you need. We're going to be making red velvet truffles today. You're just going to need a red velvet cake mix. And you're going to need some cream cheese frosting and candy melting wafers. I actually got these at Michael's, but you can find these in Walmart. Didn't know that until yesterday. Just anything, any color. I've got red and white, and then I've got dark cocoa. So that's all you need. First thing you need to do is bake the cake in a 13x9 pan, and when it's all done and out of the oven, just do it according to package directions on the back. Come back to me and we will finish this up. Alright, the next step is to cool the 13x9 cake that you just made, cool it completely, and then you're going to crumble the entire thing into a large bowl like this. And make sure you break up the big pieces. You don't want huge pieces, but we're crumbling it up like this. And don't work it too much, because if you do, it's just going to be kind of gloppy. I don't know how else to tell you that, but you want kind of little pieces. See, like this piece here, see that? Kind of break them up, but don't squish them together just yet. Now that pretty much they're all big pieces are broken up, we've got these nice beautiful red velvet crumbles. You're going to add the frosting. Now you can use about 1/2 to 3/4 at first, but my cake is pretty moist, so what you're going to do is, what I'm going to do, probably use 3/4, we'll see. And eventually you're going to need to use your hands to mix this up. Whoops, overspill, sorry, went overboard. But you just mix this up, and like I said, eventually use your hands. Depending on how moist your cake is, you may have to use a little bit more frosting. But definitely this is something for your hands. So let me mix this up with my hands, and I will be back in just a minute to show you what it looks like. Okay, this is the consistency, you can't really tell, that you want it. I'm going to use a little cookie dough scoop. I suggest you do maybe a smaller one than this. You can also use teaspoons, but what you're going to do is just get a little bit. I'm just going to get probably not even a full scoop, and then just roll it around in your hands to make a little ball. And there's the little ball, and I'm going to stick it on a wax paper lined, well, in this case, my pizza pan, but my refrigerator won't hold anything bigger than this. It's kind of 2-door kind of capacity, and you're going to make little balls like this, and you can either stick it in your freezer for 45 minutes to let them harden up, or in my case, I'll put them in the refrigerator for at least 2 or 3 hours until they're very, very cold and they're firm, so that when we go to the next step, we can dip them in our different candy melting wafers. So I'm going to get this done and show them, and I will be back soon. Okay, now that our red velvet cake balls have cooled completely, and they've cooled for a few hours, what we're going to do now is take our candy melting wafers and melt them according to the package directions. And when we're done, we're going to dip them. It'll be ready to dip, so stay tuned. Okay, you hear my microwave in the background, so just kind of disregard that. But in order for these to set up properly, the balls really have to be cold. And so what we're going to do is just put them in our chocolate roll the ball around, and then just using a fork, or if you have a candy tool, just kind of let the excess drip off and put it back onto your wax paper. Let's do another one. And I'm doing this in 3 different colors, but I'm also going to design, put a little design on these. So I'm going to let the excess kind of drip off a little bit. And then that's all you do. Now I'm going to continue to do these. I need to put a little bit more on that one. I'm going to continue to do these. Try not to let your balls get stuck together like I just did. Oh my goodness. They do move them apart. And when I get done, I'm going to place them back in the refrigerator for another probably hour, maybe 30 minutes, and then I will design them. We will be back in just a minute. Alright, the next step is I put the rest of the candy melting wafers in a Ziploc bag and cut a small tiny hole at the end. And what I'm going to do is just drizzle a design over some of these. So just whatever you want. And I'm going to do the same with the chocolate. Just any design you want. You can also put dried cherries on here, any kind of dried nuts on here, but make sure you do it while the wafers or the chocolate coating or whatever coating you put on it is still wet. I am going to continue to decorate these, and when I come back I will show you the finished product. Okay everyone, this is the finished product. This made a little over 3 dozen, and you can put them in a cute little box. I just got this at the dollar store, but if you put layers in it, you can always find bigger boxes. Just cut out parchment paper or wax paper in the shape of the heart, obviously, and you can stack them on top of each other. These are best refrigerated, but I will have a picture at the end of the video so you can see really what they look like. But here's a little bit of a close-up for you. Please try this. Impress the one you love, whether it's family, friends, or a significant other. Happy Valentine's Day.